Mum and Dad, as we have been at sea for nearly a month, I thought I would start writing a letter which I will post when we get to Cape Town. Although we're making such slow progress at the moment, it might be quicker if I put it in a bottle. You will be glad to know that I am fit and well, in spite of gale force winds, which toss the boat about something terrible. To give you some idea of how rough it was, we passed the Channel Islands 3 times. But I understand this is because we had to do a lot of tic-tacking. Incidentally, Dad was quite right about his memories of me on board the Isle of Man boat. I'm not a good sailor, and up to now, I have lost about half a stone. Most of it off the coast of Brittany. Remembering Mum's big worry, I am pleased to say that both boys are behaving themselves. So far, there has been no physical contact, except for once, when a dirty big wave hit us and we all ended up full length in the bilge compartment. I will write more later, as I can hear activity up on deck, which usually means they want their breakfast.
Are we still becalmed?
I think we're in a vacuum. I'm not kidding, I've had more wind round my heart.
Where exactly are we?
Do you want to know something, Rog?
Well, yes, that's why I asked. I'm sorry, did I forget to say please?
You are getting on my wick.
Me?
Every morning you come out of that hatch and you ask the same question. Where exactly are we? We're 27 days out of England. And you're still asking the same question. The first time you asked it, we were in sight of Falmouth Harbour. If we continue like this, when we come back from round the world, we're going to be one less.
But don't do anything drastic, Skip. You're the only one that can drive. Let me try another tack. What is our precise navigational position?
31 degrees north, 24 degrees west.
Oh, well, that's a great help to me, that is. You know what I'm like at reading a map. I can't even find the Atlantic Sea. Now, come on, give us it straight. Where exactly are we?
We're 175 miles southeast of the Azores, which is exactly where we were when you first asked.
You mean we haven't moved?
In the last 2 days, we've turned round twice, on the same spot. If we keep this up, they're going to keep showing us on the Admiralty charts.
Well, never mind, Skip. It's not as though we've got a train to catch.
It's remarks like that, Rog, that make me wonder why I brought you along.
Oh, there's no mystery there, Skip. You wanted your whole thrill-packed adventure charted for posterity by the world's #1 journalist.
Oh, that's what I wanted. Look what I got. The wedding reporter on the West Walton Weekly Advertiser.
Rubbish!
Yes, I know. I've read it.
All right, be like that.
Oh, hello, Sunshine.
Morning.
Morning, Duchess.
Is it my imagination, or are we going backwards?
We're not going anywhere at the moment. We're becalmed.
Well, how's that happened?
Well, don't look at me. I haven't touched anything.
It's nothing serious, just waiting for a friendly breeze.
Will it be long?
Will it be? I like that.
There's one every 20 minutes, love. It's like the city bus, only we've just missed it.
I can't wait to read your account of this trip, Roger Patterson. Where did you say you were having it published? In the Beano?
In the Beano. What's for tea, Ma? I like that too.
Listen, gorgeous. Did anybody ever tell you the way to a man's heart?
Yes, the house surgeon at Manchester Royal Infirmary.
Well, I hope he gave you the cure for malnutrition while he was at it.
Donald, is it all right? I've left my underwear hanging down from the mast.
I bet that made an amazing signal to passing ships. Hey, Skipper, what's the correct flags for get your knickers down?
Listen, do you want a mouthful of knuckle?
Well, sooner have bacon and egg.
Where'd you say it left it, look?
Up at the sharp end.
The sharp end?
Up there.
The bows, Vera, the bows. Those are called the bows.
Who are they? At the sharp end.
Vera, you must use proper nautical terms at sea, otherwise in an emergency we'd all get confused.
He's right, you know, love. It could be a tragedy if the skipper shouted lower the jib and you ran downstairs to get your corsets off.
Listen, you, just because your head's pointed, you know, you're not sharp. Do I have to stand for this, or can we have a mutiny?
Listen, the pair of you, will you cool it? I'm slowly beginning to realise why Alec Rose did his trip on his Todd.
I want my breakfast.
Well, go and get it. It's in a tin marked luncheon meat.
Hey, I think she fancies me.
You are sitting on my marlin spike.
Eh? Oh, it's a sign of the times, Skip. Here, I don't know what you stuffed my bunk with, but it's given me a numb bum.
It's not your bunk, it's spreading down from your brains.
This is all going down in my book, you know. And when we make the film of it, Vincent Price is going to play your part.
What's that?
Say, isn't the sea flat?
I don't know, love, I've never drunk it.
Hey, I never...
Wouldn't it be smashing Dawn if it stayed like this for the next 10 months?
Oh, fantastic. There's only one thing, though. We'd never get anywhere.
Well, I'd rather stop here than get pitched and battered about like we were at the Bay of Biscay. I am black and blue all over.
All over?
Yes, you want to see round my thighs and round my hips.
Somebody told you.
Now then.
It's true. I've even got bruises on me bruises.
What you want is a really good warm rub down with turpentine, love. Listen, if you'd like me to give you a little massage...
That's enough of that, Patterson.
Well, I'm only trying
I know what you're only trying to do, and you take it from me, you're not doing it. You want to concentrate on your duties. I haven't seen you with a pen in your hand yet.
Well, I'm handicapped. My ballpoint's got wheel wobble.
Now, listen, I'm going below to make a radio check. Now, you two behave. I don't want to find the boat sunk when I come back.
Where exactly are we?
31 degrees north and 24 degrees west.
Oh, that's about 175 miles southeast of the Azores, isn't it?
Give or take a continent or two.
Do you know what, Roger? If I'd have been a bloke, I would have loved to have joined the Navy.
Well, that's fascinating, that is. I'd be very interested to know what you would have had to have been to cook my breakfast.
Barmy.
I want me snap, crackle and pop.
Well, hard luck, seawater's gotten into the cereal, so from now on you'll have to make do with slurp, dribble and squelch.
Never mind, darling. Whatever you cook, I'll eat.
Why can't you cook for yourself?
I'm the playboy type. Roger likes to be pampered.
I'll pamper you when we get on dry land.
Promises, promises.
I'll have you in irons.
Kinky.
Hello. Kingfisher Charlie. Kingfisher Charlie calling Tenerife. Over. Oh, not a chirp. I think I must have salt water in my terminals.
I know how you feel. I've had it in mine. I'm just frying some spam for your lordship up there. Do you fancy any for yourself?
No, just for him. Incidentally, I think you're doing a great job, Vera. You've worked wonders with the grub so far. Those, last night you excelled yourself with those meatballs.
Thank you. Just for the record, they were corned beef fritters.
Well, whatever they went down a treat. What are we having tonight?
Meatballs.
Here. Hey, Ace.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, Vera, you're a smashing cook. And don't let Egon Rone up there tell you otherwise.
Oh, I've given up hope of ever satisfying him. Do you know if I gave him fresh salmon, he complained it smelled fishy. In fact, I don't know why you don't stand him in front of your sails, because he's so full of wind.
Oh, I like that, Vera, full of wind. Hey, hasn't been trying anything, has he?
Who, young Lochinvar?
You know, getting fresh while I was away.
Him?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm only asking, because if there is any hanky-panky, I want you to know that all you have to do is shout for me.
Donald, if he starts any hanky-panky, he'll be shouting for you. I didn't take a course in karate for nothing, you know. And you must remember, I've had 2 years on the men's ward.
Well, I'm glad you told me that, Vera. That's put my mind at ease a lot.
Donald.
Yep.
Donald, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir, what do you want to know, love?
Well, you know this idea of sailing round the world in a 22-foot sloop?
Yeah.
What's the point?
The point?
Yes, what is it?
Sorry, I don't follow you.
Well, we're obviously doing it for a purpose, and I was wondering what it was.
Well, we're going round the world, aren't we?
Yes.
What do you mean, yes?
Why are we doing it?
What? Well, we're doing it because to get round the world by sea, you need a boat. And I happen to have a boat. In fact, this is it. So, we're going.
Why?
Are we going round the world
Yes.
in a boat?
Yes.
Well, don't you know?
Well, no, you see, it all happened so quickly for me. I answered your advert in the local paper. Well, I didn't even do that. Nurse McCluskey signed my name just for a giggle. And then Matron said it might broaden me mind. I don't know who she'd been talking to. And then I went rushing off to Falmouth, having me photo taken with used to, and telling all those pressmen over my dead body. Well, the next thing I knew, I was off on the 5 o'clock tide. So you see, Donald, I never ever really got down to the bottom of why we were doing it.
Going round the world
Yes.
in a boat?
Yes. It's no secret, is it?
Oh, no, it's no secret. It's the spirit of adventure, you see. It's man's quest to attain the unattainable. We are circumnavigating the planet on which we live. We are doing what 99% of the population would say was impossible.
Yes, I know that. I'm one of them, but why?
Are we going round the world?
Yes.
In a boat.
Why?
Well, why not?
Oh, well, that's easy. 99% of the population will tell you why not. Why are we?
Hang on a minute, will you? Hey, Bernard Levin. Levitate.
Oh, have mercy, Skip. I was in Greek Street then, chatting up a go-go dancer.
Well, just chat me up for a minute, will you? Now, you're the wizard with the words. Why are we going round the world?
Oh, she was a cracker. She was 38, 28, 30... What did you say?
I said, why are we going round the world? Come on, I want to know.
Do you feel all right?
I feel fine. Why are we doing it, eh?
Going round the world in a boat?
That is the question. What's the answer?
Well, I don't know. It's simple to get to the other side. No. It's man's quest to conquer the unknown.
That's no good. I want to know why. I want a reason.
You've got a reason.
Well, I've got a reason, yes. I can feel it. I can feel it there. But what is it?
That's heartburn, that is. It's a cookie.
Listen, Roger. Come on, no hanky-panky with me.
Oh,
I want to know why I'm going round. Tell me why we are going round the world.
I can't swim.
That's no excuse. Answer me.
Donald, what is it?
I don't know what it is. I do not know. All I know is that we are going round the world. And if you don't like those arrangements, Land's End is that way.
Roger, what's going on?
Are you really a state-registered nurse?
Yes, why?
Oh, don't just stand there. Give us the kiss of life.
It is now 2:15 in the afternoon, and we are still becalmed, which is another way of saying we are going flat out and getting nowhere. It's great fun to see the porpoises. Porpoises. Porpoise. It's great fun to see the dolphins swimming around. We're a bit disheartening when they keep swimming back to see if we're still there. I think Roger has at last started to write his account of the trip, because he keeps on asking how to spell words like ludicrous and nauseating. Something tells me I shall be having a lot of trouble with him before much longer.
Do you mind minding your own business?
It is my business. You're getting a free passage on this boat to write the full story of the voyage. And if you're writing anything else, get off.
It's no thanks to you. I'm still on. I'm going to get it in all the papers, you know, when we get to Cape Town. Crazy captain flings brilliant young reporter to fishes.
Don't talk wet. You fell over the side. What do you expect me to do? Walk you around the deck in toddler's reins?
You know your trouble, don't you? You've got no humility and no tolerance.
Well, just you come up on deck and I'll show you who's got no humility or
you
tolerance.
fancy a
Yeah,
chance,
no,
eh?
stick
Yeah,
of water.
Are we still becalmed?
Yes, we are. Yes, sorry, yes, we are.
Well, you wouldn't think so. You think we were rounding the Horn? Honestly, you're worse than a couple of kids. Talk about sailing around the world with you two. I wouldn't let you see me across the road. And would you mind shifting your feet?
Now, you see, to serve you right if she refuses to cook our supper.
We should be so lucky.
Good answers. To think I could have had the bloke who writes the predictions for Al Moore's Almanac.
Come on, Skip. There's only one thing getting us at each other's throats on this ship, and it's staring us right in the face.
Well, do me a favour and stir the other way.
Look, we're prisoners of our environment. Two able-bodied men on a small boat with an able-bodied woman. Something's got to give. It's not a floating monastery.
No, and it's not a floating knocking shop either. Now, we agreed, no four-letter words, no deck quoits, and no how's your father. Besides, she's a karate expert.
Who told you that?
She did.
Come, fool. She couldn't punch a hole in a wet West Walton Weekly advertiser. She's a woman, Skip. She's interested in love and romance. When Vera's eyes meet mine, there's chemistry at work.
Oh, and very likely you'll find it's sulfuric acid.
Come on, just give it a chance, Skip. If she's in favour, we could be one big happy family.
And if you had your way, we'd be an even bigger family. I'm not going to have to put into Dakar for a quick wedding ceremony.
But just give it a chance, that's all. If she doesn't like it, we can forget it. The first time she slaps my face, I'll give it the elbow. Now, come on, what do you say?
Oh, all right, anything for a happy ship. I'll go and have a fatherly talk with her, and if she gives me the green light, you can steam in. But if you
Now you're talking. Hey, Skipper, I've been thinking. When they make the film of the book, you can forget about Vincent Price. What'd you say to Richard Burton?
Richard Burton? Yeah. Isn't he a bit old?
Well, Terry Thomas, then.
Right.
Hey, and don't forget the green light.
Roger. Donald. Vera, could I ask you a rather personal question?
Why not? It might help to break the monotony.
Have you ever thought of Noah,
Noah?
the gentleman who had the ark?
Well, I can't say he's been keeping me awake at nights. Why?
Well, if you remember, he had two of everything.
Of course he did. He wanted a happy ship.
Well, exactly. Now, do you approve of that kind of thing?
Depends on what you've got in mind. But I'll tell you right away, I'm not going to start cooking for two lots of animals.
No, it's not that. I was thinking more of what the animals might choose to get up to. I mean, it was pouring with rain. You couldn't expect them to play snakes and ladders. See what I mean?
No.
Oh. Well, well, there's three of us, isn't there?
At the last count, yes.
Now, supposing I was Noah, would you approve?
It's very hot, this sun. I think you should put your hat on.
I don't want the hat on. I'm trying to find the climate of your opinion.
What about?
Well, are you in favour of, say, what the camels got up to, or do you think Noah should have put his foot down?
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Well, let me put it another way. Are you courting?
No, I'm reading Gone with the Wind.
But you've had boyfriends.
Yes, I've had dozens, and I'm hoping to have lots more.
Right then, now, supposing I was Noah and you had a boyfriend, would that make you happy?
Yes. Yes, I'd be delighted. You be Noah.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you can be a camel if you like. I'll go downstairs and make a nice cup of tea.
No, that's all right. Look, I found out what I wanted. I just wanted to find out if you had any objections. You carry on reading your book. Roger?
Hello?
I'm just going to see to the starboard light.
The what?
The green light, Roger. The green light.
Well, on the boat. Oh, the green light. Super.
Roger and in.
Well, how's it going, kiddo?
Well, I'm very worried. He's flicked his lid.
Who else?
Donald, he thinks he's Noah.
Noah!
Yes, he thinks he's on the ark. What are we going to do?
Well, let's just pretend that we're a couple of rabbits.
Don't you start. This is serious.
We're all too tense on this boat. We need to relax, be more matey. I was just saying to him just now, we should have a bit of fun, have a bit of a kiss and a cuddle.
Well, no wonder he's going out of his mind. He probably doesn't even fancy you.
Me? I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about us.
What about us?
I'm game if you are. It could be Scarlet and Rhett all over again.
Why don't you get off me? I thought you said you were writing a book.
I am. It's all about this beautiful red-headed girl, alone on shipboard with two love-starved men. It's going to be a dead cert.
Well, I'm not, so would you mind leaving me alone?
Oh, Vera, it's going to be a very long voyage. Now, don't fight it. After all, I'm a man and you're a woman.
Yes, I did realise that. Well, I knew I was a woman. I wasn't too sure about you.
But just let me prove it then. Come on, give us a kiss.
Will you get your hands off me? Why don't you take a walk?
I will not take no for an answer.
You're not going to get no, you're going to get a karate chop.
Oh, you're ravishing when you're roused. You know, when we make our film, Elizabeth Taylor's going to play your part.
And who's going to play yours? Donald Duck? I'm fed up with you. I'm fed up with Noah. I'm fed up with the old bloomin' trip. In fact, I want to go home, and I'll tell you another thing. If I can find a passing ship, I'm going to flag it down, even if I have to take me bra off.
What a woman!
Who is it?
Me, Donald. Look, Vera, this is madness. Why are you packing your case? We're miles from anywhere.
Doesn't matter, I'll swim with it on me back. I'm going home, and that's definite.
Look, I've just heard the weather forecast on the radio. Winds are freshening from the west. That's all we need. A couple of weeks of hard going, and we'll be sailing into Cape Town harbour, and it'll all seem worth it.
Never. Nothing's worth what I've suffered. I've been through gales, storms, blizzards. I've hung on like grim death with one hand while I've tried to cook with the other. I've been soaked to the skin, and I've never grumbled once. But when I'm told I'm only doing it so Elizabeth Taylor can collect another Oscar, well, that's me finished.
But what are you planning to do? Stand on the deck with a suitcase, waving your leg as a passing ship? This is the Atlantic, you know, not the Great North Road.
All I know is that I'm going home. And if you'd any sense, you'd come with me. Sailing round the world when you don't even know why. You're crackers.
Hey, how's this for undiluted literary genius? The little ship battled bravely through the tempestuous sea. Below decks, the lascivious Vera was opening a tin of corned beef, about to mix it with a packet of instant potato, prepared, come what may, to make a hash of it. Up on deck, meantime,
Give
the
me
skitter
that. Give me that.
Hey, don't take that. There's literary gems in there, Skipper.
One
Don't
big
let-
happy family. Here, take this bucket and go and empty the bilge.
The bilge? Me?
Yes, the bilge. You. From now on, you're going to earn your keep.
You wait till the National Union of Journalists hears about this. You'll be lucky if your round-the-world arrival gets 2 lines in the back pages of Tidbits.
Well, if you've written it, it'll be more than enough. Go on your way. Vera, love, what can I do to get you to change your mind?
Nothing. Come on, get on the blower. I want to ship to Southampton.
Southampton?
Yes, I can thumb a lift from there.
Oh, marvellous! A drop of wind! That's all we need. Oh, we'll be on our way. We'll be in there in no time now, look.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Now, listen, at the first port we get to, I'm going to take you out and give you a dirty big slap-up feed.
He's a bit dishy, isn't he?
Oh, that's my younger brother. I'm meeting him in Sydney. Yeah, he's a sheep farmer. Got about 200,000 acres. Doing very well.
Oh. Is he married?
No, he's still looking for Miss Right.
Does he like sailing?
Hates it.
Donald, try and keep the boat steady while I unpack me things.
Would you credit? I knew it. He was a wrong one.
Why, what's the matter?
You teach a fella to swim, and that's all the thanks you get.
What's he done now?
He's only scarpered over the side with me best bucket. Come on. All right, Chuck. All right, Chuck, swag coming. Where's my bucket?